Silver Dollar City is a regional theme park that opened in 1960 and covers 61 acres near Branson, Missouri. And we recently went in March, and I'm here to talk about our experiences. In general, Silver Dollar City is a gorgeous park with amazing theming near the rolling hills of Missouri. It also has Marvel Cave, which is a fully fledged cave that you should definitely check out. We did not visit Marvel Cave on this trip. We spent a lot of time just enjoying a lot of the various types of attractions at Silver Dollar City, including 7 roller coasters. And the theming of the roller coasters is beyond what you would typically experience. A lot of them are terrain coasters, and you can see right here the woods that are essentially for powder keg, but just all the theming. And one of the highlights is Outlaw Run, which is one of the first coasters from Rocky Mountain Construction, known as RMC, which opened in 2013 and has several inversions. It's a wooden coaster, one of the first with multiple inversions, including this really cool double barrel roll at the end. And the opening drop is awesome. Next up, too, is Time Traveler. That opened in 2018, and I experienced that on this trip, and it was the first time I'd ever ridden it. It's incredible. A mock rides, extreme spinning coaster, and it is not like motion sickness inducing. It feels awesome. It's one of the coolest coasters I've ever ridden that I can remember. And another part of Solar City is some really nicely themed areas, including Fireman's Landing, which you are seeing right here, one of 2 kids' areas with great theming in terms of multiple types of attractions. Fireman's Landing even has a drop tower firefall, which shoots upwards in a very cool way. And there's just a lot for any type of visitor. You have really cool coasters, you have lots for kids, including Fire in the Hole, which they are celebrating the final season of this indoor dark ride slash coaster that opened in 1972. And it is closing, and it is one, if you're able to ride this year, it is worth seeing. But they are currently building, you can see this massive show building here, which they have not made an official announcement, but it's being called unofficially Fire in the Hole 2.0, some sort of large dark ride slash coaster that will be a replacement for Fire in the Hole in some way. I don't know if it's going to have the same kind of oddball theming and everything else, but is going to be excellent, I think. Another highlight is Mystic River Falls, which is a raft ride with the tallest drop in the Western Hemisphere. Also, great theming, so much fun. Oh my goodness, that Rivertown area is very nice. And this raft ride is much beyond your kind of old school Thunder River at Six Flags St. Louis type ride. And just a lot of rapids. I got so soaked on this in the rapids, but especially as we were facing backwards going down the massive drop, which led to us being drenched. And, just a lot to see. There's a really cool, like, elevator lift that goes upwards from there. And then just overall, the theming of this area makes it one of those, it's the best raft ride I've ever experienced. And it's got to be up there with some of the best ones in the world, not just because of the drop, also because of the theming and just the rapids in general, which are truly something special. And there are other water rides in this area, including Tom and Huck's River Blast, which is your typical kind of river battle attraction, but with much better theming, as you can see here. Lots of targets you can hit, which can make things happen, including fans, but also including getting shot with water. But just also a really nice area, which is much better than kind of your tsunami soaker type area. It's really good on a warm day. We went on a day that was not warm and got really soaked thanks to one kid nearby. There is also a really nice log flume called American Plunge, which opened in 1981. And while there's not much to it, really, it's really just you go through this kind of dark tunnel and there's a big drop. There's a few old school kind of figures. I wouldn't even call them animatronics, but the drop is very steep. And again, can get you very soaked. Another water ride that is super cool is the Flooded Mine, which opened in the late 1960s, but then they added guns to it to make it interactive in the early 1990s. I love this ride. It's a slow moving boat ride. It's kind of like, I wouldn't say it's in the school of Pirates of the Caribbean, but just the idea that you're kind of going through this slow moving area with boats and you're shooting at targets. So it's a bit different to that, but with a lot of figures and silliness and gags. including when you step outside, there's two guys in a boat that fire a cannon that shoots water. You don't get soaked or wet at all. It's more just that you get a chance to earn points. Now, the quality and how well you do can depend on the quality of your guns, which can vary dramatically. They also have tons of dining options. We were there during the spring break time, and they had a bunch of food trucks at Silver City, which we did not end up eating from. But then there's also a really good sit down barbecue place. Lots of different options. There is the usual theme park fare, but enough, especially on the dessert side with cinnamon bread and kettle corn and a really good ice cream place. There's a lot to enjoy at Silver City. So all I can say is don't sleep on Silver Dollar City. It's run by Hershend, who also run Dollywood. There is a lot to enjoy there. And if you'd like to learn more, listen to my episode of the Tomorrow Society podcast, where I dig into everything about our trip to Silver Dollar City and a lot more. I hope you enjoyed this little review and you check out the park. I'd love to hear what you think of your visit. It's a real regional gem that I think you'll enjoy.